I'm not sure how many times I can reset before I need to restart my game. There's something in this game that's typically just referred to as additive load times. It basically means the more times you do overworld loads over and over and over, the longer each load gets. So if I keep loading between attempts, my loads will start to lose me time in the speedrun. You know what's funny, Guffy? When I came back to my computer after eating and like chilling on the sofa and stuff, you were no longer live, but you had been live like 1 second before, because in my like following list and stuff you were still displayed, and it takes like a minute for that to update after you go live. So yeah, I missed you by literally 1 second. Have you practiced a single episode? Well, I use one of the saves to have a run file that I can just duplicate over to, or like an episode file that I can just duplicate over to my run file, and then I just make files for whatever episode I need. This game has cheat codes, so you can just warp to each episode as you please, and such. In Slide 3 though, you can't do that, and you need like fucking yeah, it's much more of a hassle in Slide 3. Something you can do, especially in Slide 3, is that you can use different PS3 users to have different saves. So you have one run file and 2 like episode files per PS3 user. And you can have episode 1, 2 on one, and 2 and 3 on another, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6 for Slide 3, for example. Dix, this no, no, princess. Actually, I'm thinking to just cut like half my FFC emails, because I feel like I have too many. And what happens when I have too many is that people don't use them all, so they just use like a few or whatever. Imagine like Twitch randomly just checks like my chat stats one day, and then it's like the most used word in my chat, it's here, all caps, dicks. Oh. And then it's like, okay. Banned. Here. Not even Pin Pride. I think I need the sort of internal memes and stuff, but the thing is, I tried to cut FFC emotes so many times, but they're too good to give up. Many of them. I don't think I've seen the dicks emote. FF said, technically, gents. Said. Who says said, though? Yeah, no one uses Lil... What's it called again? Lil Rack? I don't even remember. Lil C, okay, yeah. So... maybe I should get rid of that one, I don't know. I like it, though. Look at that gold tie. So 420, 419, then skipped 418, straight to 417. Next time it's time for 415, which is community gold. Oh, I get the community gold as a 415. This reminds me, I haven't updated the community goals, so if there's been any changes, I don't have them up to date. But I'm not sure if there has been any changes. My best episode 5 time is 47:07, which has about 20 seconds, 25 seconds lost to RNG to the RNG split, which is called Ghost Capture, which is what I'm going to attempt just now. So I can save 20 seconds here, although the chances of me actually saving it is very low. My goal can be improved. The thing is, there's, how do I say it? It's like infinite amount of time saved from, or not infinite, but like there's, I think, another 30 minutes on my gold if you just splice all the perfect patterns together and you know, do the right strats for them. But 455 is like maxed RTA viable, or maybe not max, but like 450 maybe, with the current strats, the current route, current knowledge. I don't think you can get lower than like, I think 450 is like the fastest you can probably get real time. Also, I'm not doing the fastest strats. Like for example there, when I run into the crypt, you can do a square boost that saves like a second. But I never get it, so I don't go for it. No point. All the emotes spam today. Kappa. Kappa. Yo, Jonas. The thing is though, we don't, like, all the patterns rely on each other. Like if I have to wait 4 seconds on one pattern, that means the next pattern is moving 4 seconds on its pattern while I'm waiting for the previous one. So I don't even think it's possible for them all to line up at the same time, because there are only like 5 patterns they can do, right? Yo, Remo. Oh, I should probably have taken a picture. Yeah, especially now that I get a bad pattern here. That ghost is usually behaving, but I think he might have popped out a second later, but I'm not sure. I think what I was looking at was the wrong ghost, so like the wrong cursor or whatever, so please, 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 please. Okay. Hey, run! So far. He's gonna get back in before I'm in range, unfortunately. If only I knew he would do the same thing 2 times in a row, I could have stayed further this way. Yo, Hoagie. Shoot, hello? He never shot. The goddamn tank. Just teasing. Oh no. Where is the ghost? I don't know. Oh my lord. Okay, this is not bad. I'm saving 10 seconds. 12 seconds. I think. Maybe not that much. SRL typically stands for speedruns live. It's a site we used way back in the day. It's still used though, like the site is still in use. But it's not as essential anymore. I believe you should GSM here. Just like not that good on the route here. Also, that guard hit me, god damn it. The handles, the tags, you mean? Yeah, Twitch, like, all the tags are sort of predetermined, so they can translate them to different languages. I think I have Chrome and Twitch and everything in English, so everything is English for me anyway. Which I really recommend, unless you are not particularly strong in your own language. Or, no, in English, sorry. Because I think, like, Norwegian Twitch, for example, is just... it's not good. $50 Shades of Bentley. Insert lewd smirk. Insert like bentgasm. I'm gonna wait for this one. Just tiny amount. Oh, okay. I'm still too fast for the. For the cycle or whatever. I usually just try and like not get spotted by that tank, and then just chill behind him. Bent overgasm. Just prefer English? Yeah, same. At least you're honest, it's Thor. Sonic's so green, oh my lord. Now I believe there's a green bit emotes for 1000. just saying, by the way, yeah. Nice. Should have known that. It was karma for me doing the 1k. Okay, yeah, anyway. I ain't got no more money. Yo, Eric. I ain't got no more money. When it was Bend Over. I've heard of Bend Over, but I don't know anything about him. I can't remember who it is. Before it's like a name I shouldn't know unless I'm into very weird stuff. The 75,000 bit badge is green and pretty. Yes, indeed. I believe, yeah, my OS is in English too, I believe. Basically everything on this computer is in English because screw Norwegian. You don't know Bend Over? Oh my lord, now I see Bend Over. Okay, nice. XD, nice meme. Bend Over. I want more greener. Okay, just kill him all now. Oh my lord. Why are we all so green? Except me. And most of my chat. Meat hater. technically... No. I don't think anyone categorizes as meat hater. Like, imagine spending money on meat. Imagine not spending money on meat. Really, vacancy? Can I meet this person of yours? Oh my god. Why am I doing this? Yes, you can. Select a smiling face. Mike, huh? Oh my lord. Cool, Sonic. Yo. Is it the Veggie Tales? How are you doing? Still resetting. XD. Tables. Okay, get the good guard spawn. That way I don't have to worry about any guards here. Run quick, yo chib. That one guy that didn't die. Guess he was like sleeping in the front of the trap. 200 IQ. Ooh, okay. Bentley laps. What's your worst EP? Me personally, I think my worst episode is episode 8. My least favorite is as a kid, episode 8 was one of my least favorite ones actually. So I guess that still reigns true. XB is a human disease. Well, now we know. So now I got an idea just now. And that is that guards can't attack when they're not on screen, right? Does that mean if you position yourself in a corner and look into the wall, will the guards just kind of run around? Trying to get into the camera angle or whatever? So they can't attack you. Well, maybe they will start throwing rocks, which could deal damage. That was not necessary. Okay, that lost me in like a full second. This last script, maybe over a full second actually. And I'm comparing to a gold here, so probably gonna lose significant time here. Yeah, 3.6. Comparing to a gold, so it's not as bad as it seems, but nice ghost capture. Yeah, I lost to gold. I lost 11 seconds still. 12 seconds still. No. 10. What? No, 11, 12? 11.9, okay. Math. Tank showdown. Yes. My goal isn't that good though. Like, I think Remo's like estimations or whatever. Not estimations. Whatever, his evaluation included sub 5 times, and my goal is 502, so. So that was like a 5. Let's see, what was that? 12 seconds. 5:14. I think it's better than that, right? 5:13 maybe? My end was bad. It could have been sub 5:10. Okay, good start. Three snipes. 1, 2, 3. One missed, I think, otherwise this was good. Worst RNG. And I missed. I need. Okay, it's fine. Worst RNG into slight misstep, but I didn't get spotted before I got the keys, which is the important part. 1, 2.
방의 저쪽 끝에 있어. 여기서는 너무 무리할 필요가 없다고 친구.
Oh yeah.
이 바이노큐컴에 경비원이 또 나타났어. 그들에게서 음성 변조기가 있는 방의 열쇠를 훔치도록 해.
One, two. Every guard so far has had max chunk, coin chunks or whatever, chunk of coins. This is stupid. Yo, essence flux.
음성 변조기 근처에 경비원을 많이 배치해뒀군. 좀 어렵겠는걸?
Yo, Chisel. So the guard on the other side of this door is gonna be in an awkward place now. I'm gonna have to whack him as I run here, I believe. Because he heard me when I ran earlier. The handsome guy, is that Chisel? Thinking emoji. I thought you meant me. Hello.
그곳을 담당하는 자들을 찾아서 열쇠를 훔치도록 해.
Finally, one guard with not a max chunk of coins. One out of 6 guards didn't have max chunk of coins. Although one of them doesn't matter. The one of those that had 3 chunks doesn't matter that he had 3. Because I had to wait anyway. So technically like 1 out of 4, or no, 1 out of 5.
사진에 따르면 이 하수도는 밀라인 본부 바로 아래까지 연결돼 있어.
좋은 것 같군. 백작 부인의 부하들이 이미 닐라의 위성 케이블을 파놓았어. 어떻게 할까?
장치를 접속시킨
The quadfecta was a really good run. It was quadfecta world record by an hour and 1 hour and 4 minutes, I believe, or somewhere around there. Beat my goals for every game, I believe. So this splits had poor RNG basically. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I played flawlessly though. There's probably a lot of slop there as well. but like the main reason why I lost that much time was because pretty much every guard had 3 chunks. So how that... Okay, so I don't think I've actually explained this stream. So every guard, if he's not predetermined, which he isn't, they are not in Stealing Voices, they can have either 2 or 3 chunks of coins before the key. And you might think, oh, that's not that big of a deal. But when you pickpocket 6 guards, 5 of which matters, and 4 out of those 5 guards had and 1 extra chunk. Each of those are basically 1 second, maybe more. And for some of them I also have to jump around and stuff, because if not I get spotted. So if you say 1 second for each of those 4, and then the first guard is like another 1.5, 2 seconds alone, so that's like what, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 seconds to that alone. Maybe, like, I'm not even sure if I'm considering everything here. Okay, anyway. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, RNG took my run after I got a pretty good RNG, like pretty good splits on Ghost Capture. Which is very heavily RNG dependent, so... The difference there is that you can reset for it. Just reset until you get a good Ghost Capture. But resetting for a good Ghost Capture and a good Stealing Voices RNG is a bit trickier, and I mean it's not like a run over instantly with a bad Stealing Voices, but I just lost like, what's that, 10 seconds to gold? And the majority of the reason why is RNG. But Stealing Voices is also one of those tough jobs. There's not only RNG, there's also a lot of execution on it. How much of Sly Games is RNG? Not much, honestly. In Sly 1 it's basically spinning, that's the only RNG you have. In Sly 2 there's some parts, but in the full game run it doesn't really matter that much. But in episode runs it's pretty vital, because every second counts in an episode run. And I'm doing episode 5 at the moment, so... That being said though, I have 53 seconds to save on Ghost Capture in my full game PB. Also, something that should be mentioned is that guards, they're not RNG, but to humans it's too complex to try and manipulate them flawlessly. So there will always be some quote-unquote RNG in guards. You can call them like guard NG or whatever. It's not really RNG, it's just like, it's too hard to control every guard spawn at once in RTA. A task could do it easily, but not humans.
이곳에서 나갈 수 있어.
I was meant to go right side, then I was like, when I decided to go right there. Meant to go left side. But I wasn't sure, so like... It was partly me, my inexperience, because I kinda go right when I wanna go safe. Because I feel like I'm more used to going right. But I think Remo goes left for if he has not messed up anything in that room. Six followers now? Hell yes. I followed you after you went offline. Because Because I came back and I was like, oh, I'm not following.
여기서 내일은 끝났어.
RGB. I think RGB is something other than random guff butt. Perhaps something like red, green, blue. Also, look how much time I lost to Remo on Stealing Voices and on the splits probably. Actually, I didn't lose that much on Stealing Voices. It means he has like 10 seconds to save there. This could technically be a 1 second world record, I believe, but I'm not really counting on it. The operation is pretty tough. I can gold this though, but nah, most likely not.
그동안 벤틀리와 나는 성 위로 올라갈게. 행운을 빌어.
10 followers, PogChamp. I think episode 600 was easy. Hell yeah. I think the only ones that are a bit weird is like the ones in Bear Cave. Because I remember when I would try to write it out, I was like, what the hell? What do I do with these bottles?
전쟁 치르는 재미는 그 정도면 됐고 패러글라이딩을 해볼까?
비행선에서 내려오는 로프를 꽉 잡기나 해. 나는 물에 빠져 죽고 싶지 않아.
See a Sonic? Okay.
좀 과격할 수도 있어.
How does this operation plan on being? That was okay. Second from perfect or so, maybe? I don't even know how many followers I have. 3,000 something, I think.
용병들이 성의 방어를 돌파했다고? 전부 출동해. 너희 모두 전멸할 때까지.
486. Okay, that's about 100 more than I thought.
아직 너의 재적응을 끝낼 시간은 있으니까.
여기서 내가 나가면 네 얼굴을 재배열시켜주지.
좋아 파트너. 섀도우 가드를 모두 차린 것 같군.
It's the new 100% route save so far.
다 된 거야?
It's a bit difficult to call because there's not just route optimizations that's happening, it's also like a route updating in general. Implementing like faster coin routes and stuff maybe. I'm not sure yet how much new would potentially be in the run. There's new strats in general, new skips. But Remo might be able to give you an answer, because he might actually have it, because he's like doing everything math. The math approach when he's doing his routes. Me and C, we did like very little timing when we routed it. It was like, this is convenient, this is convenient.
너와 난 이제 가장 친한 친구 사이가 될 거야.
And then it was like, okay, we have two main approaches here. I think this one is faster. What do you think? You think so too? Okay, we go with this one. For example, episode 1, is it faster to get all the bottles early on and then get it in Bug Dimitri's office? Or is it faster to run back afterwards and just get it then? Losing like 40 seconds or whatever you lose. Slide 400% run together. The thing with Slide 4 100% is that you can't do a 100% of the episode on its own. So there's a lot of back and forth in the route. Well, not a lot, but like you do some 100% elements on the first playthrough for all episodes. And then once you're done, you go back and revisit every episode with all the costumes and stuff. it's just like a
이건 계획이 없던 거야.
much more complex routing process, I believe. Also, if this ends up being not the world record, but like a still sub 47, I'm probably not gonna bother doing more runs. I don't care about the world record that much, I care more about sub 47 actually. If world record was like 47.05 and I got 47.03, I was like, sure. Or no, if world record was like, I don't remember what I was just trying to say. I think regardless of what the world record time would be, I still would want to get sub 47, yes. It's a bit funny though, because I have like 1 through 4 and then Remo has 5 through 8. So it's like a split on the middle at the moment. But I think out of the ones I have, episode 1 is unoptimal because new strat, episode 2 is bad, episode 3 is solid, episode 4 is bad. So I only have one good world record at the moment out of those 4 episodes, so... And that's episode 3. Yo, Xenophar.
어디로 가든지 조심하라고. 여기는 위험해.
The thing is, if you get sub 47, it's actually quite difficult to not get world record as well, because there's 4 seconds in between. Or sub 47 is 46.59 or lower. World record is 46.56. So that means I either need a 59.87 to not get world record. So there's only like a 3-second window.
비행선의 포탑으로 가서 정신 차리고 있어.
Or 3.99, I believe. What a weird spawn. I feel like something is off here. I'm not sure what though. Hello. Okay, I'm 1 behind, perfect here. I got an early spawn, so it's not that big a deal, but like 5 seconds maybe there. From perfect. World record is 46.50, actually. Here are world record splits. So 46.56. And with after that flying section right there, it's actually, I think it's reasonable that I'm gonna end up sub 47, but not world record with this run actually. Or like just missing sub 47 by a hair. Then again, do I really care about 46 that much? Or would I be happy with like a 46.00 or like a 01? I don't know. This run has like 10 seconds lost on stealing voices. And 10 on ghost capture. 15 on ghost capture. See if I remember the strats here at all. I don't even know if I do. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Not perfect, of course, but... So I figured out what I did wrong is that I didn't wait for her to land before I started spinning. So I went too early a lot of the time.
옆에서 방심하지 않는 것 정도는 나도 알고 있어.
Because the first hit on your spin, you can start spinning before she lands, but the first sort of tick of where you would deal damage, she has to be on the ground. So if that's like 5 frames into your, or after you let go of square, that means you have 5. You can let go of square 5 frames before she lands. But
그녀는 백작 부인의 탱크를 타고 달아나려고 해.
정말 친구 그녀가 달아나도록 놔두지 않을 테니까.
Hula has a panic attack now.
탱크를 쏴서 그가 멈출 때까지 계속 사격해.
Yeah, I wasn't mashing R1 there.
그가 거의 잡고
Could lose like 0.3 from that.
내가 눈을 뺏을게. 그리고는
Which is like reaction time, basically.
어떻게 좀 해봐. 우린 나중에 랑데부 지점에서 만나기로 해.
But I believe if you just mash without holding slightly up left, you just miss the first shot.
도망갈 곳은 없어. 내가 당신과 싸우면 누가 이길지는 잘 알고 있을 텐데. 어서 나에게 눈을 넘겨줘.
네가 오라.
Top 50 PogChamp.
네가 맞다는 걸 증명했어.
Or Pog, as people say nowadays. A days, apparently.
정신 속에서 너와 싸울 수 있게 만들지.
How does this happen to me? I made my mistake,
Okay.
got nowhere to run. The run goes on as I reset the way. I'm sick of this life.
Going for sub 47, he says.